Good morning out there on YouTube land. Thanks for being with us this morning. So, adventure of a lifetime, Advent. That's what we're entering into. Thanks for joining us here on our YouTube channel at Unity of Flagstaff Spiritual Center. Check out everything that's going on here on the website, www.unityofflagstaff.org. And be sure and check out our winter solstice service. It's coming up on December 21st. All right, my friends, again, thank you. We appreciate your ongoing support. Blessings. All right, good morning. We have a new version of this little light of mine. How about we stand up and, as you are comfortable, and we will sing this. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Feeling the holidays. Here we go. Please. Here we go.
Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine.
morning. All righty. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Bethany. Hey, this is the easy way to say good morning. I'll just stand up here and do that. How about it? Come on in. Hey. That's what I'm talking about. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Look at, oh, Sam. Sam, put the camera over there. People need to see this little girl putting those decorations on the tree. Check this out. Are you seeing this? Do we rock or what? Oh, okay, yeah. Let's get back to the script, right? Here we go. Here we go. Yay! Wait, one more hug. Can I have a hug? One more hug. Oh, I wanted one more hug. Come here. Oh, we're just so structured around here. We're just, and so disciplined. And good morning. I can't understand why the room gets all wound up. Where does that come from, right? Good morning. Yes, from 60 to 0, right? Is that what that feels like a little bit? Good morning. Welcome. I'm Reverend Penni. Honey, for those of you who don't know, that would be shocking. And I just want to say welcome. I want to remind us, all of us, that Unity of Flagstaff invites you to find your expression. So breathe that in for a moment. And if this is your first time here and you didn't get any propaganda, let me know. Because I want to stay in touch if you're willing. And finding your expression is exactly what we mean. So breathe that in and know that we're here to support you on that spiritual journey. Whatever it looks like, and I've seen a lot of them, and they can get a little wacky. Not mine, of course. But that's what we are here to do. That's why we are in this community. So thank you for that. So, 60 to 0, that's right. Unity, of course, is founded on prayer. So we'd like to invite you into asking for prayer if that is something that your heart desires. Sometimes ask for it before your heart desires it because you may need it anyway. And there are a lot of ways that we support you in that. You can write a prayer request and drop it over here in our prayer box. You can ask a prayer partner. How many of those do I have in the room that are available to pray today? Look around. These people are here to help you, support you. Call the center here at 928-526-8893. and put on speed dial 1-800-NOW-PRAY. That is Silent Unity, 24/7. Remember, in the asking, you have already activated the solution just by the asking. All right. I am now going to invite our poet laureate, Suzanne Frost, to the front. We appreciate her. I got a message and she said, I have something for tomorrow. I really have something I need to share tomorrow. And I said, okay. But it was 4 hours later, so I thought she'd given up on me. And we are blessed, aren't we? First of all, finding your expression. That's what this little piece of carpet is all about. So bring it on up here, Suzanne, and let's do this thing. This will be our opening prayer today.
So our open mic that we're scheduled first Friday of every month at 7:15, we had the blizzard, we had the big storm come in, and we canceled it, and I had prepared something, so I thought maybe I could share it with our group, our community. What I was thinking of was peace in the world, such a Christmas theme. And so I came up with 3 poems, short poems, that represent different cultural groups in the world. One is a Christmas poem, one is a Hanukkah poem, and one is from Rumi, from the Muslim tradition. Before Christmas, by Landis Everson. Almost the first reindeer shipped north by boxcar from Lapland, but a toy model got there first. A dwarf invented reindeer on his own. He was Santa's favorite. He hadn't known they already existed. He was so discouraged, but Santa showed up, encircled by snow. He said, I will use the real reindeer for my sled, always in yoke to your original invention. That night, the gears that turned the pole stopped and began to turn the other way. So it be so. Our love is a toy model waiting for a reindeer to carry us. Season of Skinny Candles by Marge Percy. A row of tall, skinny candles burns quickly into the night air, the shamas raised over the rest for its hard work. Darkness rushes in after the sun sinks like a bright plug pulled. Our eyes drown in night thick as ink pudding. When even the moon starves to a sliver of quicksilver, the little candles poke holes in the blackness. A time to eat fat and oil. A time to gamble for pennies and gamble around the table. A light and easy holiday. No disasters, no repentance. Just remember and enjoy. The miracle is really 8 days and 9 nights without trouble. And the last one today is by Rumi, a 13th century poet that is still as popular, probably more popular than he was in his own day. He's just so revered by most poets and people who love poetry throughout the world. Look at love, how it tangles with the one fallen in love. Look at spirit, how it fuses with earth, giving it new life. Why are you so busy with this or that or good or bad? Pay attention to how things blend. Why talk about all the known and the unknown? See how the unknown merges into the known. Why think separately of this life and the next when one is born from the last? Look at your heart and tongue. One feels but deaf and dumb. The other speaks in words and signs. Look at water and fire, earth and wind, enemies and friends all at once. The wolf and the lamb, the lion and the deer, far away, yet together. Look at the unity of this spring and winter, manifested in the equinox. You must mingle, my friends, since the earth and the sky are mingled just for you and me. Be like sugar cane, sweet yet silent. Don't get mixed up with bitter words. Our beloved grows right out of our own heart. How much more union can there be?
Thank you. So deep breath. We are blessed. Thank you, Suzanne. And so together we say, and so it is, and so it is. And now from 0 to 60. We're going back the other way a little bit. Celebration Sunday. Anybody have anything to celebrate in your life? If you don't raise your hand, I think you might be in the wrong room. So I'm just saying, you got a lot to celebrate. We all do. Here at Unity of Flagstaff, we'd like to celebrate our amazing board members. How many board members do I have in the room today? Raise your hand. There we go. Look around. Yeah, thank you for that. So today, Miss Sue Mine is willing to step up and say, I'm the board member of the day. And we appreciate her and all the work that this amazing board is doing. I want to say thank you to Alice Hagerman for her calendar of the month. She was Miss December. Well, actually, her photographs were. And so, no, that didn't sound right either. All right, let's back up. Can we rewind that little video right there? Here we go. Let me take my foot out of my mouth that I forgot to put my cute little boots on, and I'm still in my tennis shoes, I noticed. So thank you to Alice Hagerman. You have the opportunity to be a sponsor each month in the Unity of Flagstaff calendar, which happens to be here now, 2024, the new 2024 calendar. Miss Helen will be out there helping you out with that. $15, great Christmas gift. And again, thank you to Alice Hagerman for this month's sponsorship. Thank you to our volunteers. And I was going to put a name in here, and I was kind of jumping around and thinking, blah, 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 and then I never did. So what I hear is, thank you to our volunteers. Because every one of you are special. I thought that was a pretty good save and genuine. So thank you. This is the last month of the fourth quarter where your tithe will go to support Flagstaff Shelter. The more you give, the more we give. Thank you for that. So now we're coming into the time of celebration and sharing of gratitude and prayer requests. Please be sure to speak into the microphone because those folks out there on YouTube wave at the camera. Would love to hear what you have to say. That's what they're telling me, and we appreciate you guys being out there with us. Thank you for that. Anybody have there we go. Look, first up is Miss Trina.
All right. So I'm a little late to church today. That's not why I'm grateful. I am grateful because the reason I was late is I was talking to a cousin of mine who has been estranged from the family, from old family stories that have nothing to do with me. And I have decided that, I'm not going to let those family stories be my story. So I reached out to her, and we're going to see each other when Andy and I go out to Florida this Christmas. So, and I was like, whatever your stuff with your mom was and my dad, that's their stuff. I want to have a relationship with people, and, I want to decide for myself if I want this person in my life. So, I'm just really grateful. We had like an hour-long conversation, and it was beautiful. So
Let the healing begin.
There
Yeah?
you
You round of applause. Yeah. Yeah, celebrating that with you and Lori. You and Lori. And thank you for modeling what is possible. Right there between the two of you, between the all of us, between the all of all. It starts right there. Right there. Yeah. We're celebrating that with you. You're just so cool. Yes. Anyone else? You gonna get that? Thanks.
I am grateful and a little sad. I'm grateful for the life of Bahi Whitethorn Sr., the tremendous Navajo artist, mostly painter, who made his transition recently. And for all the real testimonies that other famous artists, like Shanto Begay and Ed Bugatti, said, he gave them much inspiration. So I'm glad that he was in our universe.
Marcia, say that name again for me, would you please?
Bahi Whitethorn Sr.
Thank you. So I just want to take a moment. Beauty is a gift. It changes the way we see the world. And him finding his expression, being that in the world, blessed many. Keep that in mind.
Charlotta and I are very grateful for the support that we received from this community during my travels with some furniture that didn't get out of my way and some other things. So the community was very supportive, both in their thoughts and prayers, but also in those that provided some meals for us. So thanks very much, and we're doing our best to get the cookware back to where it belongs.
Your Tupperware is safe. I know where they live. And we're celebrating the healing and the honor of being of service to people that we love. So thank you.
Actually, this morning we helped me and the place that I live helped to get somebody off the streets, out of the cold, and into a nice, safe environment. That's what's up.
Oh, and we celebrate that. One person at a time. Surrounded in love and light, and sustaining the good and knowing the good in their life. Yeah, we're celebrating that. Thank you.
I just want to celebrate Keith and not miss the opportunity for him to get a beautiful rose because this month is his birthday month.
All right, Keith, I'm coming in. Now, I think I took all the thorns off, but don't trust me. Reach your hand out to me, my friend. We love you. We're grateful you came to the planet. We're blessed. And we wish you so, so much joy in life and love. Happy birthday. 77. Ooh, double sevens, baby. Must be your lucky number. Do we have a little gratitude over here? Oh, she's saying, shut up. Are you sure? Should I come back later? It's her birthday and she's trying to be shy. Sonny, you're in a room with me. You know better than that. We're grateful you are here. Aren't we grateful she's here? Yeah. Happy birthday. Thanks for bringing the light. The good work that you're doing on the planet there, young lady, makes a difference. One life at a time. Happy birthday. You're going to be in so much trouble. Best seat in the house. Right here. So I've got a gratitude. I want you to look around at this room. Look around at this room. Aren't you amazing? I have a lot of gratitude for that. All right, enough of that. Anyone else? What we got? Oh, Miss Carol.
I don't need a microphone. I have a really loud voice.
Well, actually, but we want them on YouTube to hear you.
Okay. I'm extremely grateful I didn't have to shovel my way to the street this morning in order to get here. So thank you, God, for letting me go Christmas shopping with dry feet. And it'd be okay if it snowed for Christmas, but I'd really love it if it waited till then.
And this is the request line. And we know that it's unfolding perfectly and that you're going to have everything you need no matter what the weather does. Weather or not, God is in it. I know. All right. Who else? God, we're just having so much fun here. Okay? Yes, Miss Susie.
I just wanted to express my continued gratitude for the prayers and support for my entire family and especially my son who's going through some very challenging times. So I want to thank Unity and the spirits and the universe and God for that protection.
Yes, Miss Susie. And so we just breathe. We know the good that is already here. We know the good that is around you and your family and your son. We know that there is light and that there is healing. And this is but a blip on the infinite timeline. God is expressing in all of it with you. Yes.
This is just both gratitude and a request. I'm so thankful that everyone that's traveled here in this room and our families and friends and our community came home safe. And in the future, I know Christmas is coming. A lot of us may be traveling. Just wish you all safe travels and good, nice, come home safe. That's my prayer.
Love that. Yes. And come back on Sunday. Come home safe and come back on Sunday. Dennis, did you have something to share?
Yeah, Peggy and I are grateful for emergency services and all those who support those who are ill or in some distress, because we were able to make a referral this weekend and have a friend, Beverly, in the hospital that was aided by these services. And so we understand she's at least stable. We don't know all the details, but grateful for the healing arts and all those who exercise them in the hospital and other places. And we wish her continued healing. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Dennis. And we breathe into all of that. We affirm it is true that we have what we need. We're grateful for the services that are in place and those kind and knowledgeable people that serve us in those ways. And we already see her as whole and perfect. And I see peace for you around this, Dennis. Yes. Okay. How we doing? All right. So we've heard a lot of great things. We've heard prayer requests. We've heard celebrations. If I failed to give you a rose, just come on up here and help yourself. Not right now. And we know that God is in it. We know that God is expressing through, as, all of it. And it just isn't always going to look the way we think it's going to look. And my friends, that's when faith comes in. It's easy when it's easy, and it's faith when it isn't. So we rest now in that knowing that Spirit, God, like I say, call it Ethel, is in it. And we are supported in one with that. And so it is, and so we let it be. All right. Let's affirm together unity principle number 5, if you will, please. Say this with me. It is not enough to understand spiritual teachings. We must live the truth we know, but only live it, right? So now let's get settled in, get our feet planted on the ground if that's comfortable. Sam's going, whoa, 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 she's coming this way. He's trying to move the camera back. Take a little breath. Somebody, would you please get the lights? That would be fabulous. We're just going to rest in today. I appreciate you realizing that I'm kind of flying solo today. So you're going to get a lot of me. So just rest in to that. And we're breathing. And we're resting. Deep breath. And release. Deep breath. And release. This is the breath of life. Feel the sacredness of that. Notice the cleansing and the opening with each sacred breath. Feel this sense of ease and peace enfolding you as you breathe in the breath of life and release any disconnect, any discord to be transformed. With each sacred breath, you are healed. You are whole. You know your divine truth. Breathe in this sacred knowing. Breathe out. Perfect expression. And with your next inhale, recognize the connection to the heartbeat of the universe. Notice the oneness in the rhythm of your heart. Experience connection more deeply in this moment. Here we rest. Here we heal. Here we find peace. Here. And we begin now to start resting and realizing and feeling ourselves in the room. We feel the light and the breath within us energized. And as we become more present to the sounds around us, coming back into the room, we remember our oneness. We remember our connection. We know our divine truth, and we behold it with each other. And so it is, and so we're just gonna let it be. I think I could have stayed there a longer time. Thank you for inspiring me. So this morning, every technical thing that could go awry went awry, and this is the day I decided, nope, you don't need to be there before 9:30. Yep, you do. That's how I ended up still wearing these shoes. Because I was running. And Sam, being the quiet, calm presence that he is. Yes, exactly. And I said, oh, go ahead. Talk about the adventure of a lifetime. See how much adventure can be squeezed in between 9:30 and 10:30. I had folks standing down here, and I said, somebody needs to call my phone because I couldn't find my phone, and they needed to send me a text message so that I could get the code, so I could get the password, so I could get in to a computer that we hadn't been in a long time. And they all looked at me and they said, yes, ma'am. They just called me. They just went and got their phone, and Helen called me. And she said, no answer. Oh, life is an adventure. I had a dear friend, her name was Leslie, and she had purple hair and a purple Jeep, and she had a dog so big that it would sit in the front and the back seat of her Jeep at the same time. Big Julie. And then she would wrap a boa constrictor around her neck just to add a little flair, and she would say, life is an adventure. One of the best employees I'd ever had in my life. So we're going to do a little series because this is Advent. Now, we know how in resistance I can be to those traditional things. Is that news? Okay, I just wanted to check. All right. So we know that, So how many people here have ever had an adventure? Okay. I mean, well, ever or never. Yeah. No, ever. Yeah, most of us have had an adventure in our life. For some, it might be just venturing to Target on the day that NAU opens. I don't know. For others, it might be climbing a tall mountain, right, Bruce? Yeah, lots of adventures. Or, perhaps it's just getting up that day. Perhaps it's looking through the sadness you happen to be feeling that day. Maybe that can be the adventure of a lifetime in that moment. Still an adventure. Some people, it really is a challenge on days to just get up. And I say just as if that's no big deal. And it is. Those folks that are dealing with addictions and demons, as some call it. Those folks that are just so darn happy they can't even have a bad day. Or so they think. I don't know anybody like that. Life is an adventure. So in this season of Advent, get it? Adventure. I find myself tripping all over the traditional teachings of Advent. I find myself struggling once again with all that literal interpretation, and not that I have any opinion about that, right? Not one that I should share. Because the truth is, it's none of my business. And if it brings you peace and it does no harm, do it. I don't care who you pray to. Just pray. So it's really none of my business, all of that opinion I have about that. But I would like to see how we take those traditional teachings of Advent and apply them to our everyday life. How can I make those work for me? I don't just need to flat out resist all of that because, after all, it is hope, peace, love, and joy. And if I take that out of my vocabulary, where am I going? So how can I use those traditional Advent teachings So we're starting on what I'm referring to as preparing for the adventure of a lifetime series. And what we're looking at is how to take those traditional teachings and apply them in this adventure that we call life. Did you know that adventure means an unusual and stirring experience? Did you know that's what it means? An unusual, right? And stirring experience is what adventure means. And interestingly enough, it comes from the same Latin word as Advent, which means preparing for the arrival of something spectacular. Well, spectacular was my word. It said really good. I'll take spectacular, right? Unity has historically viewed the season of Advent as an inner search. That's really what we teach in New Thought. An inner search of the mind and the body. It's seen as a season of hope and renewal and restoration and change, by the way. Conveniently, it's located close to what those old pagans called winter solstice, which we're going to celebrate on December 21st here with a drumming circle. With some singing bowls, with some didgeridoo, with some music by Ryan Biter. That was just a shameless plug right there. So Advent, as seen as a season of hope, renewal, and change. And of course, our tools in New Thought, in Unity, prayer and meditation are highly recommended. And I see it as a time that we're recommitting to immersing ourselves in the oneness. Like all of a sudden, I might have gotten a little further away from the core of who I am through the course of the year. Because I don't know why, the world is so easy to live in. Nothing bothering me over here. So we move a little bit away from our center. And as the days get shorter, we have more time, generally speaking, on our hands. Right up until we come up with a holiday. That'll fill up the time. We won't have to sit in those longer, darker days and do our work. We'll go shopping. Let's go shopping. But it's when we're courageous and we open ourselves to prepare for the birth of something new in our lives. That's really what Advent is about. Now, when I talk about birthing the Christ, I just need to do some disclaimers here, okay? Because this is a newsflash. Christ is not Jesus' last name. It just ain't. I think it was of Nazareth or something like that, right? I think of was the middle name. And I know, that's almost sacrilege, I know, but not really, not from me. And so what we know is that this is preparing the birth of the Christ within. And when we talk about the Christ, we talk about the divine idea of the human. That's what we mean by Christ. The divine idea of human. Got one? Got an idea what that would look like? It is not on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. That is not what the divine looks like. It's not on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. It's not in the basilica. It's right here. Hear it? Hear it? It's right here. That's where the birth of the Christ happens. That is where each of us knows who we are as divine beings. Right there. Don't look out. Look in. And that's what Advent is about. You, every one of you, you are the expression of that. Now, some days, I don't know about you, I'm better at it than others. This morning, I don't know if that was really a great expression. I was flying around here and I was very focused. That was a little scary, wasn't I, Sue? It was a little scary. I was too quiet. But that is an expression of the divine as it is in that moment for me. And I can't get that wrong because I am divine by the nature of who I am, and so are you. And so are you. Yep. Divine idea that you are an expression of already now and now, not something that we're searching for, not something that we're looking for. It is an example of the potential within each of us. That is the Christ expression in you. It is the example of the potential that is within each of us. That is the Christ within you. So off we go on this adventure of lifetime, seeking how hope and peace and love and joy can support the adventure and rekindle our knowing of the Christ within. Off we go. Here we go. Theodore Roosevelt said this: when you're at the end of the rope, at the end of your rope, tie a knot in it. And I guess this could be the definition of hope. It's a hope rope. It's a hope rope. Oh my. Somebody. Yeah. Are these batteries almost out, Sam? I can see him asking. No, I'm sorry about that. It's a hope rope. That's what it is. It's the end of the proverbial rope. I guess that would be considered where we start to practice hope. Now, I don't know that it has to get that way, but Diana Ross tells us this: hope is an open window. I quote all the greats. I like this because I can window shop during the process. I can stand inside and look out the window and go, I'll hope for one of those and one of those. I get to window shop when I'm in the phase of hope in this time of Advent as we are rebirthing the Christ consciousness within. I get to say, what shall we do today? I almost went into the Pinky quote. Do you guys know Pinky and the brain? Okay, I won't tell that quote. All right, so it would just fall like that. The window to see the adventure before us. That's what's laid out in front of us when we choose hope. When we start practicing and exercising hope, that's what lays out in front of us. Hope is the process of setting a clear intention and expectation. First step on our adventure, let's pack some of that. Let's pack some of that clear intention and expectation. We're getting ready to do a burning bowl and a white stone ceremony. If you don't know what that is, a burning bowl is you write everything down you want to get rid of. And then the white stone ceremony, what we do is we claim who we are going to focus, what we are going to focus on in that new year. So right now, pack up some hope. Because your work is coming. The change is coming. And it's your work. Pack up some hope. The first element of Advent. Hope is an open window. Now, hope in the Holy Bible means this: a strong, confident expectation. The Oxford Dictionary says that hope is a belief, something that you want will happen. Katie Pierce, who is going to be the PA today,